Sir, I have a question. As I said in earlier mail, I realized that I am pure knowing, with which all experience is known. For example, in relation to inanimate objects like trees, stone, furniture, there is no interference of expectation, and those things appear integrated and expression of Shiva. With enchantment and gratitude, the ugly and dirty look can be avoided or ignored. But with pets and human beings, I expect certain behavior. Their behavior is sometimes what it is and not what I want it to be. And it causes anger and misunderstandings. Despite the understanding of I am that, nothing has changed. So what to do when the understanding is one and the action is not in accordance with the understanding? Jos Arauzo, Namaskar. So Jos is from Brazil, if I am not wrong, yes. Your question is that you have the understanding I am that. But in day-to-day world, sometimes things cause irritation to you, sometimes which results in anger also, and misunderstanding. You have to understand two important things. Number one, move from psychological understanding to experiential understanding. Psychological understanding is very easy to get. Mostly, it empowers your ego. That's why if you see people who rely too much on books, the scholars, they are often in a miserable state. They rely too much on books. You read one book, still the experience is same. Then you think that, oh, I have to read the next one. Then the experience might change. And then you read the next one. And then you think the experience might change now, but it never changes. The experience is still the same. The non-dual philosophy is good to have. This knowledge is good to have, good to know. So you become doubtful of your mundane motivations and mundane experiences that you have from the world. You start becoming doubtful of these things. But it may not give you the experience. In Avadhut Gita, the first shloka which Lord Dattatreya says is that by the grace of God alone, a desire for non-duality arises in a human being. It cannot arise without grace. Since it has arisen inside you, it is a grace that is working. Otherwise, in most of the people, it is not there. The desire itself is not there. So it is grace. But remember, Don't stop with psychological knowledge. Move towards experiential knowledge. Psychological knowledge will help you in rational understanding. Experiential knowledge will help you to answer your question which you just wrote. You are saying, I am Brahma, I am Chaitanya, I am consciousness, I am awareness. You go to your office, your boss starts shouting on you. Immediately, what happens to this consciousness, this Brahma? The Brahma goes into a miserable state. So, you just have a psychological idea in that case. The person lacks experience. So, experience is more important than psychological understanding. Many people, they just learn Advaita, Vedanta, and then they think that's it, I am Brahma. It does not help you. It may help you if you are ready for it. It may dissolve everything if you are ready for it. For example, in my own experience, what happened? I was 19-year-old. I was sitting on a railway platform. I was not waiting there for a train. I was just mesmerized by a line which I just read in a book by Swami Vivekananda. It was a very small book, around 15 pages. The name of the book was Advaita, Vedanta, Nonduality. 15-16 pages. It was a lecture of Swami Vivekananda. And I just read one line from it. The line was, if God is infinite, if the supreme truth is infinite, the supreme Atma, the Paramatma is infinite, how can there be two? It has to be one reality in everything. There cannot be two, and then there cannot be multiplicity. Now, you can just read it and let it go, like many of people, they have just read it. But what happened to me was, when I read it, I just kept the book aside. Why? Because I was not able to digest it. If infinity is one, how can there be two? There cannot be two infinites. That means the Supreme Self, the Chaitanya, awareness, consciousness, God, whatever you call it, which you claim to be infinite, then there should not be me. Then who is this person? He cannot be. There should be just this infinite awareness. There cannot be you and me. And I was continuously repeating this sentence in my head. How can there be two? It is one. How can there be two? It should be one. There is no me. There is only Chaitanya. And immediately something happened. My experience changed. Something dramatic happened around me. The entire world changed immediately. I could listen to minute sounds, like, just imagine a big railway platform in India where thousands of people are rushing to their homes. I am sitting on a chair there. I could listen the sound of the railway clock, the ticking sound of the railway clock I could listen. Everything became sharper. The images. I could see the big train, iron train, coming towards the railway platform to halt and stop there. And in my experience, this big iron train is coming out of me, stopping within me. Wherever I see, I find me. That day, I only experienced me. In the train, in the railway track. Not only that, what was more striking is that whoso appears in my experience, whomsoever I am meeting, somebody crossing, it felt as if they were me. It was me who is walking. I could sense my own presence in other people. I could sense that these people who are looking at me, through their eyes, I am looking at myself. There is no other. I walked towards my accommodation in Delhi. I felt like I was flying or I was jumping because the body was moving, but I felt that I am not moving. I was in that one place, in that one moment. The body was moving, the body walked many miles. I was not walking. After the entire experience ended, I checked my watch. 6 hours had passed already. For me, it was like few minutes. There was no feeling of time. There was not only timeless feeling, but it was also the feeling that there is no space. I have not moved anywhere. I am as it is. However, that experience came and passed. And it took me 10 years to understand, to realize what this experience was all about. And to establish in that experience, it took me 10 years. But that experience occurred to me because I was ready for it. This body-mind, whose name is XYZ, was ready for that experience because of his past lives, sanskaras, practices, sadhana. He was ready for it. Thousands of people will read that book and there will be no change inside them. First thing, whenever you read these spiritual books, never believe in anything until you experience it. And never just go through a book. You take a book, read it, unless you digest properly. Even one sentence can change your entire experience, but you have to digest it properly. That's the problem. People just move on from one idea to next idea, one concept to next concept, one book to next book, and then they will tell you, oh, I have read it all. I have read it all. I have seen it all. I have heard it all. This will not help. So, first thing what you should do is, when you read something, do it with your full heart, full mind, all attention. Second, experience is important. Like in that case, just imagine if you know this boss is also me shouting at me. Will it affect you? And don't you think it will change the relationship? Don't you think it will make you more compassionate, more empathetic? The world will be so beautiful if we have more beings who actually experience this non-duality. So experience is the key, and to experience you have to work on yourself. Here I mean some meditations, your day-to-day experiences. Use every experience as sadhana. Make every experience your teacher. From where the sound appears, from where the sight appears, from where the smell appears, from where the thought appears. All these are experiences which are teaching you here and now, helping you to establish in your true self. On this channel also you may find few meditations. We'll keep on posting also in future. If people need it, people like you, they request, we will do it more often. Psychological experience is helpful only to a certain extent. Make it your living experience, make it your living reality. That's why third step is very important, which is realizing that I am the world. Here I want to introduce a concept of Shaivism. We call it Aroha of Shiva. Aroha means rising, successive rising of Shiva, which starts from Sakala, Pralayakala, Vijnanakala, Shuddha Vidya, Ishwar, Sadashiva, Shiva. What you are discussing right now is more of a Vijnanakala stage. You have to further move towards Shuddha Vidya, Ishwar, Sadashiva and Shiva. Thank you.